Well, I've got to the end of the 28 Reasons Why, and this is like the outtakes. Hang on, I'll try and get a bit more light. Oh, excuse me. Not much more light, but better light than there was. I want to tell a story that I've missed out so far, but this is just one that follows on from your spirit and your soul story. We had been in a competition to get to interview J.K. Rowling, and you came joint fourth or fifth or something like that, and you missed out on being on the TV show. I'm really glad we did, because if we had won, we would have been on London on the train that got blown up, and we would have probably died. So thankful we weren't on that train. But it still came to the day, well, the night before, and I was trying all sorts of things to try and get to Edinburgh and get near so you could see J.K. Rowling to make up for not being in the competition. And things just fell into place. I used the secret. Remember, use the secret. You got interviewed on Scottish telly, and after a series of events, we ended up at Edinburgh Castle, outside the gate, thinking, oh my God, we'll see her drive in. And we got moved, and they sent us down to the bottom of the steps at Edinburgh Castle, the hundreds of steps. So I'm thinking, oh my God. And more people were queuing up down there, and we got talking to an American couple and their kid and stuff like that. And it was like a nightmare. We were thinking, oh my God, so close but so far, do you know what I mean? And the security guard came and he said, there's a few spaces in the stands, go up. Well, hundreds of people had queued up on the street behind us. We were about a fifth in queue. And it was a stampede. Everybody was just running. And I'm like, Simon, run! And you stopped. And all these people are getting past us on the steps. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's going to miss seeing his heroine, do you know what I mean? I was like, Simon, run. It's your only chance to get in there. Go, and I'll meet you outside, sort of thing. But you did something selfless that night, Simon. You waited for me. Because, you know, I couldn't run up steps because I had a big fat chubber. And when we finally got to the top, they were sending people away because the stands were full. And I thought, he's missed out on his chance of seeing J.K. Rowling to be lovely and wait for me. And I saw the area next to the red carpet. There was a barrier. And to cut a very long story short, I grabbed you, grabbed the Americans, grabbed the daughter. And we went and stood there. And you got to meet J.K. Rowling. We took photos of her. She signed your very first copy of Edgar Harold. It's like, oh my God. And just before she walked into the castle to do the reading of the book, you ran up again to the end of the red carpet and she signed your wand. You were the last person she spoke to before she went in. Do you remember the electricity of that night? Do you remember how amazing it was and what an achievement it was? And it just stands out in my mind of one of the most beautiful, selfless things you did. And it turned out right because I used a secret. And then after that, we went and got our book. And we had to stay on the streets of Edinburgh because we had no hotel. We had hours to wait before the train went at 6 in the morning. And there was people getting mugged around us. And you saw Lisa off, you know, the telly, and all sorts of things happened, didn't it? It was quite good. But this video is an extra video because there's so many things that you've done that I've missed out on. So have I to give you friends something to talk about and ask you in the future? Here goes, right? A couple of words and then it'll intrigue people to ask you more questions about more memories. Drive-by BB gun shooting. Vibrating free-wheeled cars. Leg exercises. Star Wars Club. Knock-at-door run. Oh yeah, I'm flishing me mobile phone to get extra light here, and it's reminded me of a situation. People that are aware of Whitby Abbey, the church next to it, the Dracula church sort of thing, big spotlights on. Excuse me. Oh. So if you stand in front of the spotlight, your shadow's reflected on the church. So Simon and his friend Sassy thought it would be entertaining to stand in front of the spotlight, not even close to each other, but simulate sex acts. So everyone in Whitby, looking at the church, saw the shadows of something dodgy. Then you spent hours running around the churchyard chasing a baby bunny so you could touch it and go, poke. Oh my God, Simon, come on now. There was the decorating the street sign at the end of the street with condoms and different things like that. Making exploding bird food that you didn't ever use. There was, let's think, your 18th birthday, that was a surprise birthday, and it was 2 weeks before your actual birthday. And you run into the castle by the sea, into the room that everybody's in, and start pulling your trousers down because a dog bit you on the way around to your birthday party. The teabag story. The 48 Days of Life video that I did where you had a meltdown on me. There's the jumping in the sea and thinking you've seen a shark. Oh my God, so many. Oh, I'm yawning again. Let's think, what else was there? There are so many random stories and things that you've done. And hopefully I'll have many, many, many more memories in the future. But this is like my closing off and my recap and the extra bits of your 28 Reasons Why. But all I can say is, I love you, Simon. You're my world. And I will see you very soon. Good night. Love you.